The most gripping piece of reporting on Gaza is on Gaza Diary on the website of The Guardian. It's written by a 35-year-old Palestinian man called Ziad. Ziad's diary gives such a raw and poignant view of what it's like to be stuck in Gaza at the moment. Ziad had to evacuate from his home in Gaza City with his sister, 2 cats, and a goldfish. Since leaving their home on October 13th, Ziad and his sister and the 2 cats have sought refuge at 3 different places. Currently, they're staying with a family, of whom I've heard of Ahmed and his grandmother. In this video, I'd like to share with you some of the moments from Gaza Diary that I found most poignant, heartbreaking, and eye-opening. I sit on my chair, look at my messages and wonder, what will we lose this time? What part of our soul, if any is left, will be broken? Which one of my friends will lose their lives? Or will it be me? Will it be me? A message from a friend abroad asking if I had enough sleep. I tell her that the bombings keep us awake. She says how sorry she is, and then she shares an idea. I'm 100% sure she thinks it's helpful. Why don't you wear earpieces? You can sleep then. People sympathize, but they cannot relate to what you're going through. My friend does not understand that bombing is not about the noises. It's about the possibility of sudden death, without saying goodbye to our loved ones, without completing the projects we started, before hugging those we care about and asking for their forgiveness. Every inch of my body aches. Lack of sleep is torture. That was day 4 of the war. Now we are approaching day 30. Imagine 30 days without sleep. Sunday, 15th October, 6 a.m. We've had only minutes of sleep when we hear a huge explosion. A house nearby has been bombed. We wake up, terrified, put the cats into their carriers and quickly put the bags by the door to leave immediately if we have to. For the next 2 hours, I do not stop shaking. I'm so cold that I cover myself with a heavy blanket the family gave us, which I put aside thinking I wouldn't use it. I want to vomit, but I try to stay calm and still. No place is safe, and no one is safe. Yet, minutes after the bombing, the grandmother prepares coffee and tea for us and asks if we need some cookies. There's another moment from the diary that I found particularly heartbreaking. One day, Ziad is sitting in the room and one of the cats does something funny and he lets out a short laugh. And immediately after that, he feels guilty for laughing when there's so much misery all around. Imagine feeling guilty for laughing. Imagine not having laughed for 30 days. Imagine 2 million people who haven't laughed for 30 days. Being a parent to 4 cats myself, I find a special connection with Ziad and his sister, the way they're taking care of their cats. One day, they were out running some errands, getting some supplies, when they stopped to feed some stray cats. They found a new stray cat. She was badly bruised and injured and was very shy and hesitant at approaching them, but they fed her. A couple of hours later, the host whom they were staying with knocked on the door and told Ziad that he has a visitor. Ziad's wondering who would have found him here. Nobody knows he's there, and even if they knew, just to find the house through all the alleys, find the building, climb the 7 floors to find the house is almost an impossible task. But he still went to the door to check out who it is. And guess what? It was the cat from the street. She had found them. Ziad called his sister and asked her what they should do now. The sister started crying. She said, well, we have to take her. She's a gift from God. And they took her in. They called her Manara. They understood that Manara was not doing well. She had probably been in a home that was bombed. Maybe all her family members were killed, but she survived. Ziad's sister went to great lengths to treat Manara, found a vet, forced him to open his clinic for 30 minutes, got him to treat her, went out looking for medicines, risking. A few days ago, Ziad updated that Manara was doing better. She had become a little more playful, and he had found her chasing a fly. Now, Ziad has a rule. If the cat is fed, he doesn't let her chase a fly. The fly has a right to live too, he believes. Now, this is a guy who literally cannot hurt a fly. And he might get killed in this war. Why? Because Israel has a right to defend itself. Yeah.